Chris knows best.
Ah, gentlemen, can you smell it in the air? It's back, the pigskin. 2 weeks of preseason down, 2 more to go, and then it's the live action real bullets. The greatest time of the year. Can you believe it? Listen, here's something I want to do for everyone watching at home. I want to give something that I call free money. I'm going to tell you right now who's going to the Super Bowl. But sit tight. Before I do that, I'm going to tell you the biggest disappointment in the NFL this year. Detroit Lions. Tough division. I know you're going to tell me Matthew Stafford and Megatron and Ndamukong Suh. Right? Toughest division in the NFL. There's no way they go through that division with the Bears and the Packers unscathed. It's a team that made the playoffs last year. Everyone's high on them. You heard it here first. They will not make the playoffs. Here's your Super Bowl for you coming this year. It's kind of like getting a ring in Denver, except it's Denver South. Houston Texans are going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, and they're going to play. This is going to be great for Bronco fans. They're going to play the Chicago Bears. Can you imagine what's going to happen in this town if your boy Cutler and Brandon Marshall come home with Super Bowl rings? It'll be Armageddon. It'll be dogs living with cats. It'll be crazy. Let me give you one more team to look for in the AFC. You're all going to think I'm nuts. Buffalo Bills. That's right, Buffalo Bills. They pick up Mario Williams. That defense is so good now. Stevie Johnson, one of the better wideouts in the league that you've never heard of. As long as they get anything at all out of Jim Kelly this year, they're going to... What? He's not the quarterback anymore? Guy went to Harvard? Never mind. I take it all back about the Bills. Listen, let's bring it a little bit closer to home in the AFC West. I'm going to tell you who's going to win the AFC West right now, and you know already the answer to this. Your Denver Broncos are winning the West. Look at the roster on this team. It's unbelievable. There's so much. It's amazing the difference one guy can make. From last year, Tebow, to this year, the PFM, the Peyton freaking Manning. Just an unbelievable difference. Don't tell me about the interceptions in the preseason. Nobody cares. Okay? They're the best team in the AFC West. Watch out for the Kansas City Chiefs. If they stay healthy this year, and if they get anything at all out of Andrew Castle, that's a pretty good ball team. I've got them at 9-7, probably a game, maybe 2 games behind your Denver Broncos. And the greatest thing in the world is those other 2 teams in the AFC West are going to be just a complete dumpster fire this year. The Chargers and the Raiders. Who cares? They're both going to be horrible. A couple weeks ago, there was some other overweight funny guy on the show that was saying that the Raiders were going to be a surprise team. Shad, Danny, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're trying to replace me. I've heard from a lot of my fans that there was some guy looking like me saying that the Raiders were going to be good. Did you catch him on Monday night? That thing was a grease fire. That thing was horrible, right? Bring back Jim Plunkett and Lester Hayes. That team was terrible. You know what? The Raiders are so bad. Here's what I figured out, guys. The Raiders are so bad, it's not even fun cheering against them anymore. I mean, I almost feel bad for him. Oh, and to see another wideout at the Chargers get hurt, listen, I never want to see a guy get hurt. But if it's one more weapon that your boy Phillip Rivers loses, I think at halftime he was crying. He was like, why does everyone hate me? It's so unfair. I can't stand that guy. You heard it here first. Take this to the bank. Bears in the Super Bowl. Your Broncos get into the playoffs. From last year, the Lions don't get into the playoffs. I'm trying to make you a ton of money, although we don't condone the gambling.
Chris knows best.